Hey guys, Barbara here. Welcome to Bear Pantry Talk. I'm here today with a very exciting review. This is what I'm going to be reviewing. The Night Owl Surveillance Camera System. Let's get straight into the product specifications. With this product you get the powerful Night Owl HD app, real-time motion alerts, backwards compatibility, 1080p cameras with 100 feet of night vision, a terabyte of hard drive. It can easily connect to your TV or monitor. You have 1080p recording, 2-year warranty, and no monthly fees. You can also enjoy remote access on your smartphone or tablet. First, download the Night Owl HD app, scan the QR code, and then you can view and play back. This kind of system comes with a lot of cords and wires, and you kind of have to keep everything together while unboxing because you don't want to get confused in the installation. This is the hard drive. It's 1 terabyte. These are the 4 cameras, and I can add 4 more to this system in the future. The cords are long enough that I'm sure we won't have any trouble with the placement of the cameras. It comes with a remote and a mouse and of course the manual. We're going to go through the attic because I want to hide all the cords and wires, and the hub is going to be in Joshua's room, so Joe is making a hole in the ceiling right here so all the wires can come through here at this point. So the first camera we've put at the peak of the house all the way to the top of the roof so nobody can steal it, and pretty much it's hidden where nobody can see it. Now the second camera we're going to put here at the front door to see our UPS packages and who comes to the door. For most of you that are familiar with my channel, you probably already know that the manufacturers do not send me these products to review or use for free. I have to buy them myself from my own funds, so I only buy the stuff that I need or want to use. Let's run through quickly the reasons why I feel most people feel the need for a surveillance camera system. To monitor their home or business, and to protect family and property, and to have evidence to use in the event that something goes down. So I've lived in this house for over 20 years and I've never felt the need for a surveillance camera system. That is until this year, February 2016, when someone started to come to my mailbox and put little random gifts inside. So let's run through really quickly what all they've brought so far. The first gift on February 29th was this wicker owl. It was very beautiful to look at because it was brand new. The only thing with it, the inside had stones, like if they picked it up from somebody's front yard, it had stones and dirt and some leaves. A few days later, they brought this note, and I don't have the actual things to show you because I've taken all this to the police for evidence, okay? Now that note kind of spooked us, but they did not come back for 3 weeks, so we kind of fell into a lull again. They brought these 2 toys from Toy Story, the alien and the soldier, that they taped to the lid of my mailbox. A few days later, they brought this solo cup filled with bran flakes. Who does that? Who eats bran flakes anymore? I'm sure it's not somebody young because only old people eat bran flakes. Then in the middle of the cereal was a string. On the bottom of the string was a Mexican candy tied like a rock. And on the top you can see it says, "Enjoy, pull me." Of course I didn't pull it, but the police sure did. On April the 1st, they brought this Mexican candy right here with the stick to eat it with, taped up with a Band-Aid. I have no clue if this Band-Aid is even used or not. On April 14th, they brought this little fairy angel thing. I know it's beautiful to look at in the picture, but in real life it was not because it's used and dusty and broken. It seems like they took it straight off of their grandma's bureau or something. So anyways, I felt the need to buy a surveillance camera, but I was flat broke because we are self-employed and our income is like this when you're self-employed. And of course, most of you know that we don't get paid well to do Google or YouTube. So I went to Amazon and I bought this. This is from the company Simple. I believe this is an Asian company. It was $63 on Amazon Prime, so it came the same day. And we bought it on March the 31st because I wanted to catch who this person was because I just knew they were going to come back on April 1st because that was April Fool's, of course. That's the same day that Sherry Shepherd came to my home to do the cooking show with me. The Simple is a wireless camera that is very easy to install. You can hardwire it to your router, but even if you don't, the connection is still great. This is the daylight view that is being monitored from my laptop. Even at 720p, the image is clear. This is the night view. My only problem with this camera is the fact that it does not record to a DVR because it is designed to record to mobile devices. We tried to record the screen on my Mac, but would get this green screen glitch constantly. The company showed us how to record on Windows PC, but we would often get this error message and the recording would stop. So we missed our stalker on April 1st and the 14th. We didn't have enough gigs to record on our phones, so this is why we invested in the Night Owl system. Remember when I took back the Blendtec blender to Costco because it burned up on me? They gave me back my money and I put the money towards this, and I bought the Night Owl system and we installed it, as you guys saw earlier in the video, and we took our trip to Utah and we monitored the house from there. When we came back, we had 2 weeks of running back and forth with my mom because, for those of you who don't know, my mom, was gravely ill with cancer and eventually she passed on June the 7th. So we were going back and forth. So Joshua didn't have time to stop the recording, which I don't know why Joshua was only recording at night and not in the daytime, because the Night Owl system comes with a terabyte of hard drive. And if you're recording from all 4 to 8 cameras, because you have the capability of 8 cameras, then it'll record maybe for 4 days. If you're recording from only 1 or 2 of the cameras, then it will record for more, for like 7 days, but then it rewrites itself. So he didn't have to do anything to it at all. So I don't know why he was doing it that way, but lo and behold, because of what we went through with my mom, he didn't shut off the recording, and the recording was going when this event happened. I was at work on June the 18th. That was Joshua's 27th birthday. And Jada called me and told me that someone showed up and was parked in front of my house, and it was a car full of people. And she didn't hear any music to denote that there was a party on my street. So that's kind of abnormal for people to just park in front of our house here in the suburbs and just sit. That, that is cause for you to be alerted. So I came home from work. I went to the mailbox, and I'm going to show you the footage as I'm doing it. And I took my mail out and I came in. This is the mail right here. It's the same mail. And I came inside. I held it like this. I put it down on the table. I saw that there was a sympathy card. So I flipped it over to open it up, and it was like this already. The flap was open. I wasn't really alarmed because it just looked like the glue didn't stick so well. I opened the card and it was just lovely, but there were no monies or no checks inside. And some of them have been coming like that. So that didn't really, alert me. That is until I sat down on the recliner and started telling the kids about my day. And the girl from the car came up to the front door and she handed Jada this. This is my water bill for the month of July, okay? And she said, "Excuse me, but the lady who took the mail from the mailbox dropped this, and I was sitting in the car and I saw. And so could you give it back to her?" So Jada says, "Thank you." And she says, "Check to make sure it is your address." Jada says, "Yes, it is." And she brought it in. And that's when I was very alarmed. And I said, "Jada, that was not in the mailbox, because I leafed through the mail first before I took it from the box, so I know what came." And the reason I do that is because I'm very focused when I check the mail, because I don't know what this fool is going to come back and put in my mailbox, right? So I knew that the water bill was not in the box. So if she had it, that means she took it from my box. It didn't drop. And so that's when Joshua says, "Let's go to the video." I was so excited because I didn't realize that he was still recording. So I knew the timestamp in which they arrived because Jada had called me to alert me that they were there. So we went right to that timestamp. Now, Joshua didn't set up the clock correctly on the camera when we first set it up. So it's like 2 hours in advance. It's not after 8 when this was happening. It was after 6 in the evening. So this is what we saw. See how this chick just goes and scopes out my mailbox first after the 2 guys leave. The 2 friends leave. And they are wearing AT&T polo shirts, and they have their little badges for AT&T. And they're supposed to be AT&T salespeople going door to door selling UVerse. So the girl stays in the car. She scopes out my mailbox. She comes out a few minutes later. She swipes the water bill. At first, I thought she had the yellow note too. But after viewing the video, she never went back to the mailbox. So she couldn't have taken the yellow card, the yellow envelope card. So she had the water bill the whole time. So when we saw that she grabbed it, we called 911 because the fools were still sitting out there in the car. Can you believe that? And then she had the nerve to bring me back my water bill. So the police came immediately. I don't think they had anything better to do that day because they came out in force. And they talked with her. They had them put their hands up. They got out the car. They talked with her. They gave her an opportunity to tell the truth, which she did not. Over and over again. She lied. She stuck to her story about me dropping the mail. Of course, they saw that I did not drop any piece of mail. And they went out there and they kept trying to tell her to tell the truth. And she didn't. So then one officer came in and recorded what was on the video. The officers were very impressed with this camera, by the way. They're like, "Where did you get this? This is so clear." They went back to her and asked her to tell the truth again, and then they got really belligerent with her. And then they showed her that I had all these cameras, and she was baked. She was toasted, and they put her in handcuffs along with her little boyfriend. The boyfriend got arrested because he had warrants. The other friend did not get arrested. So they put her in handcuffs and they took her away, and that's where she's been all weekend. She's possibly bonding out as we speak. Now, I don't know if this is a misdemeanor or if it's a felony or whatever, but we have the evidence. Joshua had to quickly learn how to take these clips off as an AVI file first and put it on a flash drive. Then he converted it to MP4s, and then he burned it all to a disk, which we're going to run into the police station today so they can give to the prosecutor for evidence. So guys, I am just sitting here just smiling happily because although we did not catch the stalker, I'm sure we're going to catch this person, because when they get back off their meds, because I'm sure it's somebody that's deranged that's doing this, okay? When they get off their meds, they're going to come back and we'll catch them, and I'll be back with that video. But I'm very tickled that this camera did what it was supposed to do. How many reviews have you seen on YouTube with these surveillance camera systems, and they just show you how to unbox it, to install it, how it looks on the screen, you know, how the cameras work, if they glitch? None of them have I seen where something actually went down. I could not write this script better if I tried. I am so excited. It added a little bit of distraction and excitement to my life with the grieving process that we're going through with the loss of my mom. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the show. If you like the video, please share it for me. It's kind of long because you guys know I always have an interesting story to tell with my reviews. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it. Share it with your friends and family, and comment below. Until I see you guys again, take care. Take a look at the daylight view of the 4 camera streams of the Night Owl system. The top left hand corner, of course, is the camera that caught the culprits that were stealing from my mailbox. This is the night view, and as you can see, it's very crystal clear. I'm still going to keep my sample camera though, because it works great as a monitor, and I just love the fact that I can see from this angle also, and I can just hit record on my phone when I want to record something. Hey guys, Barbara here. Welcome to Bear Pantry Talk. I'm here today with a very exciting review. This is what I'm going to be reviewing: the Night Owl surveillance camera system. Let's get straight into the product specifications. With this product, you get the powerful Night Owl HD app, real-time motion alerts, backwards compatibility, 1080p cameras with 100 feet of night vision, a terabyte of hard drive. It can easily connect to your TV or monitor. You have 1080p recording, 2-year warranty, and no monthly fees. You can also enjoy remote access on your smartphone or tablet. First, download the Night Owl HD app, scan the QR code, and then you can view and play back. This kind of system comes with a lot of cords and wires, and you kind of have to keep everything together while unboxing because you don't want to get confused in the installation. This is the hard drive. It's 1 terabyte. These are the 4 cameras, and I can add 4 more to this system in the future. The cords are long enough that I'm sure we won't have any trouble with the placement of the cameras. It comes with a remote